So Errol Spence has said that if he manages to beat Mikey Garcia this Saturday and defend his IBF welterweight strap, he becomes pound for pound number one. He did kind of amend that and say that it puts him on the right path to becoming pound for pound number one and maybe the new face of boxing after Floyd Mayweather's retirement. But it made me really think about the clash between Vasily Lomachenko and Guillermo Rigondeaux. Of course, Lomachenko being naturally much bigger than Rigondeaux. And in that encounter, Lomachenko was much more of a realist than it seems Errol Spence is being here. And he said that it's a lose-lose situation because I'm the naturally bigger man. If I demolish him, I should have. And if I struggle, it's going to look really bad. And Errol Spence is in a similar situation. He's the 4-1 on favourite. He's the much bigger man. He's supposed to win. So this victory, however he does it, if he does indeed win, that is not going to propel him to pound for pound number one. As things stand, you've got Lomachenko, Crawford, Rungvisai, maybe Canelo. I think if Naoya Inoue does a number on Emmanuel Rodriguez and gets his IBF strap at bantam, I think you have to throw him right in the top five. Errol Spence beating Mikey Garcia number one, leapfrogging all those guys. No, that just simply does not compute. Now, some of it may be because Errol Spence hasn't had this kind of exposure yet. He's been on a big tour. Even though the fight against Kell Brook was much more even in a way, of course, it was on paper a more credible fight because Brook was champ and he was a solid 147-pounder. But still, he didn't have the profile of Mikey Garcia. So Spence has been having all these cameras in front of him, and maybe he's been a little bit of a victim of hubris here, and he's, just gassing himself up a little bit. Who knows? Other than that, I generally like Spence's personality. He's pretty grounded. He doesn't talk as much crap as other people, and I like his methodical way of fighting. Just very solid, good fundamentals. Mikey Garcia may have told his own little porky. He said he wanted to fight the best. That's why he's fighting Errol Spence. Terence Crawford very well may be the best welterweight. We don't know yet. I think the reason he's been more eager to fight Spence and has landed himself this fight is because he knows he can maybe use those silky skills to make something happen. I think there's an option there. There's a groove he can work with his slicker moves against Spence. With Crawford, who really is slick himself and has more angles than Spence, he might be able to take away Garcia's boxing. And if you can take away Garcia's boxings and then you're just naturally bigger than him as well, you don't have a leg to stand on, do you? There's an angle Garcia can work in this fight against the comparatively more basic Spence. But it's, he's got it all to prove, though. This is a real, it's a very intriguing fight. As I say, it's a throwback, really, to one of the old school fights. But if Garcia pulls this one off, regardless of however he wins, no matter how ugly or a little bit of controversy in there, for me, he definitely becomes pound for pound number one.